Welcome to PUHSD Tech Support for Teachers. I'm going to talk to you about the March 22nd in-service period where we talked about Google Forms and Microsoft Excel spreadsheets, taking rubrics from your existing class, turning it into a Google form, and then exporting it out to Excel where you can look at data more effectively within your PLCs. The first thing I'm going to show you is taking your Google Docs, clicking on that top of your email inbox, opening up your Google Docs locker, and taking what you already have created, hopefully in your classes, some kind of a rubric, and turning into the form of a Google form. Okay, so I'm going to hit create, go down to form, and I'm going to start entering in the information that I want to gather, okay, into this form. So untitled form, I'm going to title this assignment 2. Theoretically, this might be the second assignment in my class. Okay, the first question needs to be the student's last name, so you can sort the data. If you want to add more, like the student's first name, etc., you can. Okay, I just want to kind of make this as simple as possible, so if you have text questions, the faster the TA can hit tab and type in, the faster it'll work. Okay, so last name, text, make this required, done. Sample question 2, I'm going to click the pencil here to edit. What else do I want to know from this student? I just need to know their last name and their block number in my class. Again, if you want to gather more information, the more you put in here, the better. Okay, last name, block number, make it required. Okay, after you get those two things, I'm cool. I mean, if you want to put their first name in here, that's great. Click on add item to add a text question. I'm going to add in, rubric point 1. You can, again, this can be whatever you deem. It could be, margins are 1 inch all the way around your paper. Slide has 6 bullets. Slide has 1 picture. If you're in science class, it could be whatever critical element, essential outcome, etc. You'd put right here in this question. Again, rubric point 1, add item, text. Rubric point 2, again, some of my assignments have make the required question. Some of my assignments have about 10 different points. Some might have 4 or 5. Okay, so I'm going to make this pretty simple for the example. Rubric point 3, okay, again, that gives me 3 points. So that's fine. That's my survey. I got the information off the student that I need. I got the point here. Okay, say I wanted to add another question here. Maybe you're doing this within a department or within a team. You guys have a common assessment. So I go add assignment, text. I want to know what teacher you have. Okay. That way we can sort it by teacher too, and it comes into the same spreadsheet. This could get a little dicey, but we can make it work. Let's hit done, and I'm going to drag this one right there. Okay, so you get the last name of the student, what teacher they had, the block number, and then the rubric points right here. Notice these will all go into the same spreadsheet, okay, if you're sharing the survey, and that, again, can become difficult. I would probably recommend every teacher doing their own, but you might want to do this all the same. We shall see, okay. Uncheck this box, so I make this form public, so I can share it with my TA to enter. I hit save. Okay, and all of my stuff is saved. This is what the TAs are going to type in. Everything that gets put in here will go into a spreadsheet. Okay, so I can close this down. It shows up right here in my Docs inbox. If I was to click on it here, it'll take me to a Google spreadsheet. Okay, like so. I'm going to go form, go to live form. And that's what my TA or myself is going to type in. We're going to use this form over and over again to type in the results. Okay, so I'm going to take the link here, right click copy, go into an email, compose it, and I could send this to my TA. So if I have a TA right here. There's his puhsd.us email, and I can send him this link, paste it in there, and hit send, and it'll show up in his email inbox. Okay, so that's what I do in my class. I'm going to discard this because I don't need it. Okay, now I'm back. So once he gets that form, he can start populating this for me. After I've used the paper copy or whatnot to grade this, he just has the paper copy, and he's just going through typing in the information for me fast. So you can see this could be John Doe. Okay, his teacher is myself. He's in block 1. He got, out of 5 points, he got 5, 5, and 5, and I hit submit. Okay, and he just goes submit another response. Okay, this could be Smith from Dietrich, block 1. He could have got 4, 3, and 2. Hit submit. Submit another response. My TA is going through this very, very fast. Okay. He's just taken what I've already graded and entered it into the spreadsheet for me. Submit another response. This is block 2. He's just hitting tab here. Okay, 5 tab, 2 tab, 4 tab. Okay, really quick. Hit submit. Submit another response. He's going through all these papers really, really fast. So I'm just collecting the data. Okay, you're getting the idea? Okay, so I've got it. He can save this, he can discard, he's done entering information. If I go back to assignment 2, you'll see that everything my TA just entered in goes right in here to this spreadsheet. Okay, now I can take this, and if I go File, Download As, an Excel spreadsheet, okay, and hit Open, it'll open up in Microsoft Excel on my computer, which I can edit and print out or whatever and take to my PLC meeting. So right here in Excel, okay, I got my last name, teacher, block 1, 2, 3, rubric point 3. Okay, I can take this. If I know the assignment was out of 15 points, I can now add, total. You can add a new formula here. So this equals the sum of these 3 cells. Hit OK. So that's their total point there. And this could be their grade. And their grade equals their total divided by 15. And then they take this and down. There's my formula. I can right click. I can format my cells to show a percentage with, 2 decimals. Hit OK. So I saw that Doe had 100%. He had 60%. But more specifically, I can see that, okay, well, where did he miss his question? Okay, so he had 60%, but he did fairly well. He got 4 out of 5 on rubric point 1. He just really messed up on rubric point 3. So you can start looking at the data this way. You can break it down by block. Over here, you can sort it by different rubric points, etc. Okay, and so again, you can calculate averages on how you did down here at the bottom. So I could hit equals in my function. I can sum this up going down this way. And then equals this divided by 30. Okay, so my effectiveness, okay, in this area I was 76% effective in teaching this rubric point, 63% in this, 60% in this. So I'm using the spreadsheets to, again, manipulate your, or break down your data, okay, straight from a Google form. Again, you can add as much as you want to that Google form, okay, and you can total it however you wish using Excel. Okay, the Excel part, again, the more you know in Excel, the easier it will be. And that probably is training for another day. I think I've outlined a couple critical points here on how to total up a column, create a simple formula, and format the cell to show how you want to. Okay, so again, in this column it was a sum. I hit equals to trigger the function. Click on the function button. Make sure it's clicked on sum, and then I just clicked over here, hit OK. I clicked on 5 and dragged over, hit OK, and that totaled up that column. This little black box in the bottom right corner, you click on it, and that copies that formula down, so I didn't have to do it again. Again, in this column, I hit equals, okay, the total score divided by the amount the assignment was worth. Okay, so again, it was out of 15 points. Hit enter, and I got 100%. Copied that formula down, and then I right-clicked on the entire column, went to Format Cells, and I wanted to tell it in the Number tab that it's going to be a percentage, and so that's how I got the grade. Okay, same thing. I tallied these all up, divided it by the number possible, and I got a percentage of how effectively I taught that area. Okay, essentially, again, if you want to see how your kids did by point, you can click on Go, drag down, hold down the Control button, click on the 5 and drag down, go up to Insert. You can do a column chart, and you can see there's my bullet point, there's my students. I know that it's bullet point 1. Those are my students along the bottom. That's where they scored. Okay, so I got a visual. Right click, move chart. I want it to be a new sheet, and I'm going to title it rubric point 1. Hit OK. And now it's full screen here. Okay, I can see again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Doe, Smith, Evans, Davis, Wright, Galdo, etc. And I can see how they did student by student. Okay, you can also select this data or this region. Go up to data. You can click sort, and you can tell it you want to sort the columns by total score. So I can click here by total, and I want it to be largest to smallest. Hit OK, and now I got my ranking students, how they did. I could see who did best there. I go to sort. I could do it by block number. Okay, you can sort first level. I want it to be block number from smallest to largest. I want to add another level. Then I want it to be total grade, largest to smallest, and hit sort. And now it sorts it by block number first, grade, block 2, grade, and block 3, grade. Okay, you can save this out somewhere on your computer. Okay, assignment 2, hit save. Okay, the only thing is, if you bring it into Excel this way, if you were to add more students to this list, you're going to have to re-download it from Google Docs, okay? Because it won't go automatically into Excel. The next time I tally something in, it'll go into my Google Docs spreadsheet, but not my Excel one that I downloaded. So I would download this at the very end when I know I have all my students posted in there. But as soon as I go back and add a student or add a change to their grade, I either have to do it manually on this spreadsheet, or I have to re-download it from my Google spreadsheet. Okay, So I hope that helps. Again, an intro to Google Forms, how to create one, how to save it out as an Excel spreadsheet, and then begin comparing data using Spreadsheet for your PLCs.